your girl, Arike Akioji Abiodu. Some of you call me Angel Dumari. And yes, I am the Rikkie for the Rikkie Show. It's another episode of the Rikkie Show, and I'm so excited. I think I like when somebody is with me on the Rikkie Show, yeah, because today I have a special somebody on the show with me. You already know I'm not going to tell you who the person is, so come on a journey with me, because it's Rikkie Show.
Let's rock Rikkie Show. Look, listen, and learn.
Okay, so yes, welcome back on the Rikkie Show. And like I said earlier, it's not just going to be me on this episode of the Rikkie Show. I have somebody here with me. I'm so excited. She's a woman of timber and caliber. She's adorable. She's amazing. She's the editor-in-chief of Green Magazine and also the ED of Green Network. She's an actress. She's a public speaker, and she's also an advocate for the girls, child, and youth. Yes, she's no other person but Miss Kenny Charity Awujola. Good day, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, thank you very much for the introduction.
You're welcome. Thank you for saying yes to be on the Rikkie Show with me. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Okay, so we are back on the Rikkie Show, and yes, we are here. We are still here. Miss Charity Kenny Awujola is here with us, and she's trying to be so like sharing information, talking about herself, not just about herself, but what she does for the society, not just for the girl child alone, but for everyone who is being oppressed in the society. As long as they can come in contact with the person or they get to know about your case, they're here to help you. Okay, so ma'am, to our next question.
Okay.
Like, you do so many things, like, and basically all of those things, they are for humanity. Yes, they are for humanity. When you write your magazine, you still, you share people's story in your magazine. You talk about things happening around. You speak for girl child, the boy child. You speak for the youth in general. I just want to ask, what's your superpower?
Yeah. First, let me just say that we do everything. I'm a Christian, actually, so let me first use that general term that we all know, that I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. And now, putting that aside, sometimes I sit down to ask myself, that's the truth, that, Kenny, where are you getting the strength from? How are you doing it? Sometimes you tend to see yourself achieve some heights, some levels, and you sit back in your room and just say, how did you do it? But you just discover that it's just choice. That's the truth. I have to be sincere with you. I have people that are still very good than me. I have people that are still very much intelligent than me. I have people that are older than them. Even people that are still younger than me, but they have not attained or been able to achieve what I have achieved at my age. So I just look back and say, God has been faithful. But then, don't let me shy away from the fact that the place of determination, the place of you having vision, the place of you knowing what you want to do and where you're going to. That is why I said that sometimes you get to a point and you want to feel relaxed, you want to feel, okay, I cannot go on. Probably you're coming up with the spirit of giving up. But because you have a determination, you have where you're going to. It keeps you on your toes and keeps you moving. When I lost my parents, I just sat down and said that, Kenny, you have to be somebody in life. Because I lost my mom, I lost my dad not close to 2 years to each other. And then I was still in school, and then the truth is, well, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. So I told myself that if they are going to be mentioning names of youth in Nigeria, that is going to make impact, that is going to be a voice in his or her generation, that I want my name to be mentioned. So I kept working. While I was in school, all through that period, let me just go back to my past, I had to do a lot of things to. I had that dream. I had that vision. I knew where I was going. Yes, I'm not there already. I'm not there now, but I cannot say that God has not been faithful. And looking back from where I started from to where I am now, I know that I am still on that track. I had to drop from being a full-time student. I had to go into part-time so that I can work and go to school at the same time. I learned making cake, sugar crafts. I learned how to make beads. I did at the time I went into catering. Weekends, I get people that want to do probably naming, wedding or anything. I have those group of people that I work with. So I just get them, I get the contract, get the people that cook the food, bring them together. After the cooking, I pay everybody. So I was just trying to sustain myself, to keep going. At the time, I had to shuttle between Lagos and Ado-Ekiti. I was working in Lagos. As a matter of fact, let me bust your bubbles. I'd worked as a security officer before in a firm. I dressed from my house. When I get to the office, I change into my security outfit and do what I've got to do. When I close, I change again. I go to my house. But then, because all those things were able to happen, because I knew where I was going to. And I was not looking at the present situation I was. I needed the front, I needed the money, I needed those things to keep me going. Because one thing I appreciated my parents for while they were alive was they didn't bring us up looking into people's hands for help. So even till now, I don't know how to ask. I hate myself being a liability to anybody. So I prefer going the extra mile to do things for myself. So I know I did, instead of me having to look beg, and so that helped me a lot. So when I want to get anything, especially financial, I prefer to do something to get the money. But one thing kept me going, that I wouldn't go into something illegal, and I wouldn't sell my body to make money. So along the journey, I did a lot of things. Eventually, I got help also. I'd met people. That's why we said social media sometimes has its own advantage and has its own disadvantage. So I got help, and also let me quickly chip in. I was talking to a group of people, I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I talked about the social media also. I said a lot of young people now don't know that what they see on your social media, what they see on your timeline tells a lot about you. Some of them just come, they post. Some of them post news, shows where they're smoking. Some of them, a lot of things. And then they don't know that sometimes we have friends now that they do their interview for you just looking at your timeline. Yeah. So looking at your timeline, they can deduce the kind of person you are. So those period, even while I was in university,
even if basically you are not really that type of person,
but because that is what you project out.
Yeah, because you just want to be noticed, kind of.
That is what you project out. So that is what they see. So at that period of time, remember I told you that it was from university, I started having that vision for, though my organization was not registered then. So I started putting out those things, write-ups and all the rest. And that was how somebody picked interest in what I do. So like I told people, I said it wasn't that probably I opened my body. It wasn't like probably I was into make. As a matter of fact, I was still I don't even make up, I don't do stuff like that. And so it was not about a beautiful face. You understand? So it piqued interest. The person was abroad and just sent me a message. I should send my number and all that. And it was so instrumental to my development. Started taking up the bills of paying my school fees, was encouraging me. Through him, I registered the organization. I was able to do a lot of things. So social media, to me, when you're talking about the negativity, I was telling you that it was positive for me.
Wow, that's so impressive. Wow, that's good. Okay, so good. Like, yeah, you can hear that. That's a superpower. Anyway, faith, passion, and the drive to be who you want to be, without forgetting who you are, without selling your body to get what you want. Because you can be a hard worker and not sell yourself out for what you want. Okay, so they use those phrase that you use what you have to get what you want. You can use your superpower by not taking off your clothes to actually get what you want. You know, there's dignity in labor, and when you work hard, fine, it might not be like, okay, I'm giving my 100%.
It might not be rosy.
It might not be rosy. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Like, okay, you don't expect that. Okay, because I need money, I'm working 100% with all my attention, my strength, my heart. That does not mean you're going to get it back in 100% at that time. But you know, as time goes on, it pays, it works. Yeah, it's not going to be easy, but then your focus, your passion, your determination is way, way, way more important.
Yeah.
Okay, so now on to the next question. What superpower would you have wished you had?
Yeah. Superpower that I would have wished I had. You know, sometimes we have some inbuilt qualities, and then you need to discover yourself for you to know that you even carry such gift, talent, or grace. And the first thing when you're talking about superpower is self-discovery. Self-discovery. You need to discover yourself. God has built into every human something distinct, something special for you to try. Now, your own is to be able to discover that which God has deposited into you and go forth into the world and prosper. So self-discovery has a lot to do. You talk about there's no superpower somewhere. Everybody has to grow. You have to start building. Some of the big things that we had, they started from somewhere. It wasn't just like a magic. Don't mind all those youths now that will just come now to just see like I've arrived. Go and ask people that started. It was a process. It was a ladder. And then they now become somebody that people will now say, I'm your fan, I'm your follower, I'm this, I'm that. They now look at them as small gods. But those small gods that you're looking at today actually started from somewhere. So we all need to discover ourselves. Discover what that inbuilt gift that you have. And not even only people that have special gift. You have something that you have interest in. Then you pick interest in it and start developing yourself.
I'm so sorry. More like you discovering your self-worth.
Yes, they're two different things. Self-worth in that perspective you can liken that to placing value on yourself. Your self-worth is you know that anybody can do this thing. Doing that thing is not just about doing it. People can do it because of there's a price tag you get doing that.
Why you have to
do that thing. Like example you gave earlier on while you were speaking, you talked about not selling one's body to get something. Now, I might have him to get to that position, but then I don't have to do anything to get that position just like that. As in, I place value on myself. It's just like getting a job. You're looking for a job and you went for interview and you met probably the MD or so, and it's giving you some conditions. You have to do this, you have to do that, and you look at yourself. You know you've got what it takes to be in that position. Probably you have gone through the first and second step of the interview and you're able to deliver properly, and then you had to put in that condition. And you look at yourself and you say that, no, I won't be doing this just because I want it. You've placed a value on yourself and you move ahead. Better things are going to come. But you know, we have people that will just close their eyes and, are you sure? I don't understand.
Just go for it.
Yes, like I told you, I think I discussed with you sometimes when we met then, my experience in the industry while I was there. So that's about 10, 11 years ago. But then I left with the determination, like I told you. And I told my brother too, Fair Williams, I told him, I said, I'm leaving the industry. I'm actually going on a sabbatical leave. Because I'm going to be coming back stronger, better, and I'll be able to face any challenge.
because not many people will make that decision. Yeah, but it's good. Okay, so guys, we are still on the Rikkie Show, and yes, we'll be right back. Thank you.
Let's rock Rikkie Show. Look, listen, and learn.
Okay, so we are back on the Rikkie Show.
And yeah, on this episode of the Rikkie Show, we have to hang it because we will still be back to discuss this issue. Thank you all for watching. We appreciate you. I'm sure you have learned one or two things, even as a child watching this episode, as a youth, as a mother, as a father, parents, whoever you are. I'm sure you have one or two things to learn from this episode. Okay, so Rikkie will be going for now, to be back again next time. And before I go, I would like to say a very big thank you to God Almighty for making this possible on this episode of the Rikkie Show. And a very big thank you to our director, Mr. Anta Tundelani. God bless you. To our DOP, to every hand behind the camera, God bless you. God will multiply you. God bless you. I appreciate you. To Yeti Prices, thank you for decorating me with this African print. I appreciate you. God bless you. May you grow bigger, bigger, and bigger. To Fashion Trend, thank you for styling. Thank you for decorating me from my head to toe, for styling. Thank you. God bless you. I appreciate you. Until I see you all next time on the Rikkie Show. And lastly, before I leave, I am still going to leave you with a question. If you find a bag full of money, I mean original money, like real money, you know, a very big bag full of money, you don't know the owner, you can't locate, you try to look around, you can't find nobody, you know, you are the only one there with that bag full of money, my brother, my sister, where are you going to take it to? My dear brother, my dear sister, everyone watching, where are you? Is it the church, the mosque, police station, orphanage? Where are you going to take it to? You know how we do it. You answer. Our numbers are there. You can contact us on our screen, yeah, to give us the answer. Or you can just place your comments under this video when the episode is out. I love you all. I remain your girl, Rikkie, for the Rikkie Show. Till I see you next time on the Rikkie Show. I love you all.
Come, let's watch Rikkie Show. Let's rock together, Rikkie Show. Rikkie's waiting, let's rock minds. Let's rock Rikkie Show. Come, let's watch Rikkie Show. Let's rock together, Rikkie Show. Rikkie's waiting, let's rock minds. Let's rock Rikkie Show. Do you have your wife seated? Give me your attention. Rikkie's waiting, let's rock minds. Let's rock Rikkie Show. Do you have your kids seated? Give me your attention. Rikkie's waiting, let's rock minds. Let's rock Rikkie Show. As you munch your popcorn, give me your attention. Rikkie's waiting, let's rock minds. Let's rock Rikkie Show. Come, let's watch Rikkie Show. Let's rock together, Rikkie Show.